Good afternoon. I'm Beatrice Reyna with your Panhandle Roundup edition for Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. One person was hospitalized after a crash Sunday in Scottsbluff. It happened at 11:35 a.m. at the intersection of Avenue I and West 20th Street. Police say a red Range Rover driven by Gerald Kilthout of Gearing was southbound on Avenue I when he crashed with the eastbound Chevy pickup at the intersection. The driver of the pickup, Robin Hubbard of Morrill, was taken to the hospital by ambulance. Kilthout was cited for a traffic light violation. And Governor Jim Pillen is making a stop in Scottsbluff this weekend for a town hall meeting ahead of the Cattlemen's Ball. The governor will have a Q&A regarding property taxes at the Platte Valley Bank Community Room at 2 p.m. His visit comes after lawmakers failed to pass property tax relief during the regular session. And the North Platte National Weather Service has confirmed a gustnado hit Lincoln County on Sunday. The powerful winds caused a widespread power outage that left residents in the dark for more than 4 hours. The National Weather Service reports that the peak wind speed from the gustnado was around 105 miles per hour, which downed power lines, uprooted trees, and damaged personal property.
Adams Middle School, we have 4 bleachers that were on our blacktop. And watching our cameras and assessing the damage last night and this morning, it was amazing how that high wind just picked them up and rolled them onto the field. And it was, I'm going to say a lot of people will know, it was at the goal line or it passed the goal line. So it was a good, I don't know, what, 30, 40 yards to get to that place.
Emergency managers say this is a reminder to have anything outdoors properly secured or stored away before a storm hits. In Wahoo, residents are still trying to get back into their homes after a tornado warning and a flash flood made its way through without warning. One resident, Shay Prochnouse, watched as water poured into her home, and within an hour it was completely submerged. She's continuing to assess the damage to her basement, garage, shed, and mudroom, and says it will be some time before she, her 3-year-old son, and her dog can return home.
And my radon system's messed up too, so they told me I can't stay here until that's all looked at. And my foundation as well. So I'm living out of bags right now with my son, and that's a little hard.
The damage is estimated at $70,000, and while insurance will help cover some of it, Shay is left to cover the personal belongings she's lost out of her own pocket. A GoFundMe has been set up to help alleviate some of the costs. That link is in the story on our website. And an update to a story we've been following. The 74-year-old woman who was initially pronounced dead but later found to be breathing has passed away. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office says Constance Glantz died around 4 p.m. yesterday after being taken to a local hospital. LSO is now investigating how Glantz's body had contact with multiple individuals when they initially thought she had died. So far, they don't believe the funeral home is at fault and were just doing their job.
There's people that we need to contact that was involved into it. So we need to continue to talk to people and continue in that. We have not been able to speak to everybody that we need to complete the investigation.
Lancaster County Attorney Pat Condon has ordered an autopsy on Glantz, which could take up to 12 weeks to fulfill. And here's meteorologist Andre Brooks, who is standing by with a check of your weather.
Thank you so much, Beatrice. And we are seeing those mainly sunny conditions as we started out the day with some clouds because of the cold front continuing to push on through. But now things are looking a whole lot better here across the Panhandle. And as we head into our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 60s and the 70s. And we have 71 degrees here in Scottsbluff, 72 in Kimball being one of our warmer spots. And we have 60 degrees in Gordon being the cooler spot at this time. And during the rest of the day, we will see those temperatures increase into the 70s to near 80 degrees. So it's going to be a little cooler than what we saw yesterday because of that cold front. But once we get into our Wednesday, though, temperatures will increase some into the mid to upper 80s, even near 90 degrees, with those mainly sunny skies still around in that northwesterly flow, allowing for that dry air to continue to filter on in. Now with sports with our very own John Clanton.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. Local student athletes were shining on Saturday for the annual West Nebraska All-Star Games out in Scottsbluff. Now, the All-Star football game featured players from across western Nebraska and greater Nebraska. In the end, it was the East All-Stars, earning a thrilling 17-14 come-from-behind win over the West All-Stars. The East would score the game's first touchdown as Gothenburg grad Trey Stevens found North Platte grad Jesse Mock for a touchdown. The West answering back as Shadron grad Brock Berry connected with Ogallala grad Jaden Curtis for a touchdown pass of their own. Broken Bow's Eli Cobble would give the East a 3-point lead with this key field goal to go up 10-7 at halftime. Both teams' defenses strong in the second. But the West would score the first touchdown after halftime as Chase County's Cooper Dillon going 11 yards for pay dirt. West back on top 14-10. But the East responded quickly as Brett Fraker of McCook returned the ensuing kickoff 75 yards to give the East the lead right back at 17-14. Now the West had a chance late in the fourth quarter to take the lead again as they would drive the ball near the goal line, but they were stopped on 4th and goal to seal the East win. It's the East All-Stars' 5th straight win in the All-Star Football Series. Meanwhile, the 40th annual West Nebraska All-Star Volleyball game saw the West All-Stars earn a 4-1 win over the East All-Stars. The West came out of the gate strong, winning the first 2 sets, 25-15 and 25-8. But the East responded with a thrilling 3rd set win, 29-27. But the West All-Stars took the momentum back with close 25-22 and 15-7 set wins. That's all from the sports desk. Everyone have a great rest of the day and see ya.
And that's all we have for now. Remember to join us weekdays for the Panhandle Roundup, covering the stories in the Panhandle that matter to you. Have a great day.